Well, let's just change this to the SFX bank and see if it still has the same problem. See if it's something with that background music bank. I mean, what could it possibly be? I mean, it's looping, but it's looping like the last 10, you know, 2 seconds of the audio. What's what the hell is the difference between these two? You lose and you lose Sting? Where's the reference viewer? So nobody uses you lose Sting, but we do use you lose? Okay, so we can take these things out. I wish things were a little more organized than just one folder with a whole bunch of shit and then Big Bang for no reason. It's not like Big Bang has no context in the actual game. So it's like it's just all the stuff they got from I think Big Bang is their name. I don't even know what their name is. It's like that's one of those things that always happens where you're working on projects and engineers organize things a certain way, which is very different from creative people. It's really funny. Just every single artist and etc. I've come across is just hundreds and hundreds of copies of the same fucking file, like scattered everywhere. You know, like final underscore two underscore actually final. It's always funny to me. But there's a good reason for a lot of that. Which I think a lot of the time, a lot of art programs have files that get corrupted and screwed up. So you need like 200 different copies of it, or you're screwed sometimes. And it's not like using version control. Well, I didn't hear it that time. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. Though I think a lot of that had a whole hell of a lot to do with like when you're working in Flash, and Flash will just corrupt your FLA files. Like, and then that's just like, all right, you know, son of a bitch. There is some other sound going on here that's happening. I swear to God. Let's just not even play these sounds. Let's just not play the victory or defeat sounds. And package that up. The sound's still fucking played. Okay. So oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so it's play SFX sound, draw sound. That's there you go. I don't hear anything. Oh, that's because I passed in a goddamn empty sound. Why didn't it play anything? Like, it didn't pass in any sounds to play, did you? Yeah, the blueprints have like a little arrow that will animate a little bit. Just to give you an idea where the code flow execution is. Alright, well, let's go ahead and package that build up and see if it happens. Because we shouldn't have been playing that effect. Should have been playing his background sound. Where is this guy anyway? Alright, that is finished cooking. So let's see if it works. There's no music on this level. Why not? Why is there no music on this level? There should be music. We're supposed to have music, but there is none. Yeah, new final, new final. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Okay, so why are we not playing music on this? Alright, so where are we actually controlling what we play? I think it's inside of the splash screen. JS. No. It's in the empty level. There's a thing in the empty level. That's where it is. Here it is. Yeah, it's this guy. Excellent. Save that and let's see if it works. I'm always glad when my brain comes up with the answer. Now this music just doesn't fit. Because it's not like that dark and foreboding, we're gonna beat the shit out of Fat Sack stuff going on there. Alright, well let's resave this and repackage it and do that. Make sure it works in the right place. Yeah, I don't have any of the music on for desktop. Yeah, the sound of silence. Basically, I got pretty fed up with pretty much every video I ever post getting content struck, even though music would supposedly be free license. It's just, YouTube is so stupid with how it does things that I'm just, the hell with it. You know, if people want to play music or listen to anything else, they can just put whatever in the background. Alright, Hojikono, have a good night, sir. Or madam, or whatever you are. Whatever you identify as. And we're just gonna sit here watching text scroll fast. Well, I'll make sure to forget your wolf. Alright. Well, then go do, you know, go to your bed in the corner, circle 3 times, and go to sleep. And then wake up at 2 in the morning and bark at the neighbors. Like, howl for some fucking reason. Damn coyotes are out there or something. Okay, that appeared to play properly. So let's go to the next map, score a goal, see how it goes. I guess we have loop on by default for that sound effect or something. Pretty much nothing uses those default methods, so kind of makes sense. Man, I really want that double jump sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean pretty much all the time. Once you go double jump, I know, and then you want the triple jump, and you're like, fuck, just let me let me jump already, Christ. All right, yeah, that fixed it. All right, good. Let's just make sure. Let's just go double check it again. Yeah, it was one of those things where, like, it's like wall jumping. I put wall jumping in, and I put double jumping in without even talking to Adam about it. Just like, all right, yeah, here's wall jumping. It's just like, well, Bitey doesn't do this, and then like 5 minutes later, he's like, all right, this is okay. I'm okay with this. I'll figure out a way for this to work. And kind of the same thing with double jumps. He's like, Bitey can't jump in midair. Like, he's not magical like that. I'm like, well, but double jumps are cool. And he's like, fuck. Yeah, Unreal had those. Unreal Tournament, that is. And then you go put it in there, and 5 minutes later, all right, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how we can do this. Yeah, the Mad Ups sticky ball trolling shenaniganry, especially if you have stealth ball on, it's just it's like what where'd the balls go? It's like somebody's hovering over in the damned corner. It's like, guy, bastard, get down here. Yeah, I don't think the network sync is set up properly for double jump either. I think there's some issues there where it's not using the jumps like you might expect. I'm so glad you can just slot in the goal like that now. All right, cool. So that all works properly. So that sound bug is fixed. Stealth S effects are out of control. All right, well, I will be right back. I'll continue working on this. Alright, so I was going to look into the forest level. And I wanted to see why a light was getting... Yeah, that's one thing I'm going to look into is if the game options are actually working or not, because it seems like they're not, so it's a bit of a problem. So let's go to the forest and check on these lights. So the light that's sticking on this thing is this... What is this, a light mass importance volume on here? And then we've got this light red thing. So we have a static light with a small light mass importance volume. And it was like when we jump up into this thing and then out of it, we're seeing like the red light stick on the character. Yeah, like that. Well, it doesn't stick. It goes away, but it goes away really slowly. Well, no, it doesn't. It's sometimes... It looks like it goes away if... So the light mass volume is not on screen anymore. So if we run back over to the light mass volume, yeah, you see it slowly is fading out this light. Especially if we jump up into it, it like slowly fixes itself. I mean, it's kind of a cool effect. It looks like you basically dip Bitey in some lava. Alright, so what about over here? So we are not next to that light mass importance volume. Let me go jump up here and... Yeah, it's just totally screwed. It's like it's just screwed forever. Okay. So if we have this, and let's make it a movable light and see if that makes any difference. No, it doesn't. Oh, there's two lights. There's a light there as well. Okay. So what is with these? I need to read this. What the hell does a light mass importance volume do? Okay, let's just read. Light mass important volume. Many maps have meshes out to the edge of the grid in the editor, but the actual playable area that needs high quality lighting is much smaller. Light mass emits photons based on the size of the level, so the background meshes will greatly increase the number of photons that need to be emitted, and lighting build times will increase. Light mass important volume controls the area that light mass emits photons in, allowing to concentrate only in the area that needs to be detailed indirect lighting. Areas outside the importance volume will only get one bounce of indirect lighting at a lower quality. You can add light mass important volumes. Okay, well, these volumes make no damn sense then for having stuff here. Like, high quality lighting only surrounding, like, only like the goals? Like, that makes no sense. Like, what is going on here? So what we should do is get rid of the light mass volumes, I think. Because none of them, they're not going to do anything. So we should just get rid of them. And then we should rebuild the lighting. Alright, so quality modes. These presets are about time versus quality. Preview setting will render and give an open representation of most baked lighting, while production setting renders more slowly. That gives a more realistic looking thing. These are just presets. See the light mass documentation for fine tuning. Light mass creates light maps with complex light interactions like area shadowing. Diffuse interactions is used to pre-compute portions of the lighting contribution of lights with stationary static mobility. Communication between the editor and light mass is handled by the swarm agent. So the thing is, the light mass volumes here being like just these small areas would mean that we're not going to yeah, it basically means like because we removed the light mass volumes, it's going to compute higher quality lighting for everything. So it's going to take a lot longer to build lighting. But the thing is, we kind of want that, right? Like, we want the lighting to be good in this level. So, should look at our lights. So we have like all these stationary spotlights, movable spotlights, and static. This is a mess, isn't it? Like some of these are movable. Like the spotlights on the left side are static, but the spotlights on the right side are movable. All right, I'll just have to write that down. Like, so we'll see what this looks like. I mean, that was some of them, yeah, but the issue is these spotlights are, it's everything that's on the right is like they're mirrors of each other with these spotlights. So you would expect them to be the same as their brother spotlight over on the left side. Alright, so it looks like we're now actually getting lit properly by that light. Yeah, so the flare out there is what he's talking about, I'm guessing. But I mean, that's correct. Like, that's the correct way that lighting is supposed to work. So what he's done with the light mass volumes probably is turning off the lighting. And as a result of, turning off this lighting, what we've got is it's just broken lighting. Like, that's probably what's going on with it, is that the lighting's just busted for this level. With the light mass stuff set up that way, it's using like the lowest quality lighting, so it's not using anything. So like the solution is, like to break lighting, which is not a solution. It means everything's fucked. So that's not good. So I'm gonna need to revert the forest day level. So I think what's going on with that forest level is it's just broken for lighting, because that seems like this is kind of a symptom of the rush job on the forest level to begin with. It was pushed out the door, and if you remember with that update, it was kind of a big deal. Like we almost didn't make the update because we're screwing around with, well, this, we played the level once, and I was just like, this level's not that good. And we did some changes on it. So probably what we want to do is we want to delete these light mass importance volumes that are not worth much. And rebuild our lighting based on this. Because if we've got like some weird setting here where we've magically broken the lighting system for Unreal just so it doesn't do something, then that's like, oh God, it's like the worst. Well, how the attenuation works for spotlights is it kind of works like that with these spotlights. So it would be more about setting the attenuation on the spotlight being this cone here. You basically need to extend that out into infinity, so the difference in intensity is washed out. Let's see if this has it not screwed up or screwed up still. Because that's one of the things that I try to do is remove everything that isn't necessary. Now, I'm not really sure if this is the correct look or not. So let's boot up that built one. So that's what that package thing looks like currently. Is that how it looks like in our production build at the moment? Let's double check. Yes, that's what it looks like on the production build too. So I haven't screwed anything up. It's working as it's supposed to. Okay, so that's fine. Good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't absolutely insane. Alright, so the goal lights we've got is static. So let's just reproduce running into the lights and getting them stuck on us. Could it be that the attenuation radius of this light and this light mass volume scale somehow, like, because we exit the light mass volume, we're not actually doing stuff. Alright. Alright, let's rebuild that lighting and see how it looks after this. Yeah, that's probably true. Playing on that potato quality has some advantages, I'm guessing. The total light map size for instance static mesh component is large. Consider reducing the light map resolution or number of mesh instances in this component. I'm guessing that's this entire thing. Yeah. Well, let's see if increasing the light mass size here has us sticky lights or not sticky lights. See how it goes. Now it looks like just because it's a static light and it's baked in there, it's pretty much screwed. So it might not have anything to do with. It might have everything to do with all these lights needing to be stationary. So let's try rebuilding that with stationary lights instead of static lights. Well, let's just wait for more progress bars. And I also wonder if we should be doing some separate light baking stuff. I guess probably that we have. I mean, I'm not gonna guess. We don't know what the fuck we're doing with lighting with Unreal. So it'd be nice if we did, but that's not the reality of the situation. Okay, so we're lit up here. I run away. It it still feels like it's not sure. I mean, it's not like we're getting that huge, massive glow like we were before. That was completely screwed up. So it might not be broken. All right, yeah, maybe that's all we need. Yeah, alright. So it was that they were static. No, he's starting to look real bright. Let's just boot up the other game and see if it looks the same. I don't want to screw this up if it's working as it's supposed to be. Oh, you're out of here? Well, thanks for sticking around and enjoy not funny lawyer things. So, hopefully things go well for you.